back to another YouTube video. Today I've just made myself a little hot Vimto in my most favourite mug ever. I don't know if you can see that, but it literally says on her pyjamas, I Heart Peter Pan, and that is the most me thing I've ever seen. My dad calls me Tink as my nickname, and when I saw she was wearing these pyjamas, I just had to get this mug. I would usually be a hot tea or even a hot coffee kind of person in the morning, but as you can tell, I am a little bit croaky, but I'm hoping all the hot drinks will help get my throat back to normal. So I thought for today's video I'm gonna do a read my book club book with me, because it's also part of a series that I have been waiting to get to for the longest time, and I want to document my journey reading this whole series. So if you've not already seen my previous video on my channel where me and a couple of my friends made our own book club, we have a book club. We called it Cover to Coven, like a bit of a play on words, because you read the book and then we sit around the table together like a witch's coven and like speak about the book, obviously. And I just love that nickname. I feel like it's so fitting for us. We have just put the group on Fable at the start of the year, so if anyone wants to join and read the books that we are reading each month, then I will always have it linked in the description box, so you can just click it to join. Fable is a free app to download and there is no fees along the way. It's just a completely free app and we can all talk about the books that we're reading. There's no spoilers because there's chapter by chapter like group chats, if you will. It's a great time. So anyway, the first book of 2025 for our book club was The Assassin's Blade. I have wanted to dive into this series for the longest time, but I haven't managed to get to it yet. So I was very happy when this came out as the surprise book club book for January. However, outside of book club, I started reading Fourth Wing because I wanted to be part of the group who was screaming, crying, throwing up when Onyx Storm came out, which I rightfully was. But I've been stuck between a rock and a hard place because I'm like, I'm dying to read Onyx Storm, but I only have a week left before book club regroups and we need to discuss this book, and I have yet to start it. So I've got an hour this morning before I need to head into work, so I thought let's see how much of this I can get read in this hour, and I will update you with any of my thoughts along the way. So maybe get yourself a nice hot drink or a snack and buckle in, because I kind of don't have any form of clue of what this series is about, and I quite like going in blind sometimes, so I'm excited. It's 1:15, so that's all the reading time I have this morning. Oh, my voice this morning. But I am a couple of chapters in. We're just setting up the world, trying to set up the characters. I always think you have to give a fantasy book 100 pages to actually fully understand what the plot is, but I'm enjoying it so far. I do love Sarah's writing. She just makes you want to carry on reading. So I'm gonna take it to work with me so I can read it on my break, and then maybe if I'm still awake at 10 o'clock tonight, I'll read a bit more when I come home. Good afternoon. I've brought out the mini mic because my voice is still incredibly croaky, so this is me not having to project as much as usual. I hope you can hear me okay. I actually haven't used this before, so I feel like this reading vlog has been incredibly repetitive because I still have another hot Vimto in my favourite mug because I'm trying desperately to get my voice to come back. I'm this far through of the book. I'm not loving it, and I'm worried because I wanted to really love this series as much as everybody else does, and I feel kind of crazy because I don't at the moment. So far, which part am I on? Okay, so the book is divided into 5 sections. We have the assassin in the pirate lord, the assassin in the healer, the assassin in the desert, the assassin in the underworld, which is the one I'm on, and the assassin and the empire. And within each of those sections there's like 10 chapters, I think, or so, but it's almost like there are short stories. Like, this is almost a collection of short stories. It's very weird. As someone who hates a short story, I think maybe that's why I'm not gelling with this. Obviously it's still about Selena, our main character, but it's kind of time jumping a little bit. I just feel like the flow of the book isn't doing what I want it to do. You know how they say 5 stars is feeling? I know that this is nowhere near 3 stars for me. I'm just not gelling with it, and I'm annoyed because I want to love it so much. And I know that it's optional to read Assassin's Blade first because technically this was not the first book released in the series, but if you're going in chronological time order, then you should start here. I'm just confused as to what the plot is, but I can respect it because I understand. Say I am Sarah J Maas and I've written, I think it's 3 books, Throne of Glass and the second one, and then did this one come out? I don't know the lore fully, but don't hate me for it. I can understand that this has been released at a later date but has gone back in time to be a prequel. I understand that, I respect it. Maybe I've been given the wrong advice by reading this one first, but I was told that if I read Throne of Glass first, that it would spoil something in this book for me, maybe. There was a spoiler of some form, apparently. But I'm just not loving it, unfortunately. I'm obviously going to finish it because it is our book club book, but I'm so intrigued to see what the rest of the girls have to say about this, because I thought I'd really found my feet with fantasy now, so I thought this would be a breeze for me, but I am begging for anything, really. A romance, a war, I'll take anything. It's almost like within each of the sections, it starts to get going, the plot. You can see where this would become the story, and then it's like end of section, move on to like 6 months later, and I'm just confused. Like, especially in the first chapter when she was like the sassy girl, like the best assassin, I was like, yes girl, get it, like she knows she's the shit. And then she's like, well, I'll go and get his body myself, and I was like, yeah girl, you do it, off you go. The literal next sentence, I actually laughed out loud. Okay, so first chapter, we found out that one of the people has been killed and they have the man's body, and she's like, I'm gonna go get his body myself. Chapter 2, right? 2 months, 3 days, and about 8 hours later. What? I thought we were gonna go get... Like, I was ready, I was buckled in, I was like, yes, let's go. Immediate, quick start, to the point. No. Then we're gonna go to this pirate land. You know what I mean? So that's my update so far. I'm really sorry that it's quite a negative one, but if I could be more positive about it, I would be. I'm trying my best. I am going to continue the series, obviously, because I have bought the whole thing thinking that I would love it. However, it has made me a bit more hesitant to want to join into the series immediately after reading it. I'm hoping this book will make more sense once I'm actually in the series, if that makes sense. So I'll check in with you soon, but for now, I'm probably going to listen to it on audiobook because that is what I've been doing driving to and from work, and I've been flying through it quite quickly. So I might carry on reading on audiobook and maybe do a bit of Pinterest scrolling to just, you know, have a bit of autism time, but I absolutely love it. So I'll see you then. Oh my gosh, that is hot. Good morning. It is now Wednesday, and as I work in retail, it is my day off today. So I don't have a regular 9 till 5, so it means that I don't have the Sunday reset, which I actually really wish that I did have. So I kind of just have to do the best I can of tidying up as I go. But today I actually really want to do like a bit of a clean down of my room. Things looking a little bit dusty and messy, so I've just made myself a hot coffee as a reward to make me do it. And I thought I could put on my headphones and listen to the last part of this book on audiobook, as I am in the last section now. So I have been reading it yesterday and I've made it to the final section. So that is the plan this morning. I'm gonna put my headphones on and clean and listen to as much as I can. If I don't finish it, we can just finish it tonight in a nice, clean, tidy, organized room. But maybe we'll finish it whilst I clean, I'm unsure. But either way, you'll be here for the journey. So far, I'm still finding it quite slow. It's better than it was, but I'm not engaged. I'm not captivated. I'm not eager to pick it up. If anything, I don't want to pick it up, which is very disappointing because I really wanted to be a part of this series. Maybe if I'd read Throne of Glass first, I might have enjoyed it more, but everybody told me to read this one first, so we're here now. I'm obviously still going to try and get into the series because I can see how this is a prequel, but I feel like I just know dregs of information and I'm trying to piece the jigsaw together, but it's like I don't understand where we're going to go from here. So we'll see. way that that ending has just changed everything for me. Okay, I've taken a couple of hours and I think I'm ready to talk about it. So everything that I said up to this point about it being slow and me not really enjoying it that much is still very true. But the way that last section changed my mind entirely, I immediately want to go into the next book and find out what in the world is happening. I'm very intrigued to see where we pick up from here because I don't know how the story's going to continue, because I know this is a prequel to where you pick up in Throne of Glass, but I am kind of a noob to it, so I actually don't know that much at all. But I am so excited to take it to book club and find out what the other girls think, because my mind was literally blown. Like, I knew the first thing was going to happen, but the person who did it, I did not see it coming. Even though when I think about it, I really should have seen it coming, and I bet all the book club girlies are like, girl, you really should have known that it was going to be them. So it's Wednesday today and book club is on Saturday. So I've got another couple of days to like stew on my thoughts, to think about my rating. But at the minute, I feel like I'm rating it about a 2, which I know is very low, but I was really struggling with it like most of the way through. And I kind of just wanted it to end so that I could move on to a next book. But I'm glad that I finished it. I'm glad I didn't DNF it, but I'm excited to see what everybody has to say. I feel like it will be a good book to have a deep discussion about. I do love a plot twist. So I'm gonna carry on this vlog and take you to book club with me, because I feel like that'll be quite fun for you to get like the inside scoop on what all the other girls thought. So I will see you on Saturday at book club.
A really long time ago.
It was last year.
No, it wasn't. It was in January.
Was it?
I didn't tab any of this because I was like, I'm not invested enough to tab.
Agreed.
Does that make sense?
We should have done it the other way.
What?
Reading it.
Throne of Glass first.
Yeah.
No, Richard said.
Everyone said this is the best way.
Yeah.
I know that you don't understand
If you're
anything.
gonna read the rest of the series, it spoils stuff.
Yeah, to understand what was going on, we need to read this first, but to enjoy it more,
You needed to read it the other
Throne of
way.
Yeah,
Glass,
like
as
the
publishing order.
first one was like, Throne of Glass will probably be more like grabbing.
Yeah.
Not the Sarah J. Maas stands tabbing and them not tabbing.
I know.
I know.
The non-tabbers who've read ACOTAR.
I just feel like there wasn't.
win.
I don't know what to tab in this.
Yeah.
Because I don't have the context.
I agree. Because I was like,
I don't know what's important. I don't know what.
do I need to know this later?
Yeah.
We just jumped into it. I was like, where the hell are
I
we?
take it that she's going to be an important character later
Yeah.
on.
You'd assume she made it then.
Because I was
she
like,
left with the money and then
Yeah.
she went.
Yeah.
So she'll come back.
She's going to be like some badass fighter in the future.
Obviously,
What the
Ansel's
fuck happened to
going back.
Ben? All I wanted to know was what happened to Ben's body.
Who's done?
2 months and
The
however
one that
many
they-
years
The
later.
very first chapter when it's like Ben's dead, she's like, I'm gonna go.
Oh,
get
yeah.
Ben.
What was that
And then it's
about?
like-
She was so
2 months
torn up
later.
on Ben, and then we didn't even see Ben again.
This is what I
Because
said to
Ben's
you.
dead, first of all.
We didn't see his name.
She only mentioned him when she was like,
Ben's dead.
oh, I loved Ben. Do I love Sam like I love Ben? Something like
I thought
that.
Ben was her cousin.
What?
She doesn't have any cousins. She was literally an orphan.
Ben's just like,
The spider silk that she got.
Yeah.
She put that in Sam's thing, didn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I read it.
what a
I
waste.
was like, I thought she put that in.
Yeah.
Fucking fortune.
Steal it
What
back.
a waste.
Steal it back.
Cut it off.
Yeah.
Also,
Take it back.
still,
I found it really hard to believe that she wrote ACOTAR because this is so different.
Yeah, but everyone said like ACOTAR's like la la la, and then this was like ah.
Yeah.
Don't even know where Terracin is.
I'm assuming I
Did
didn't
not consult my map.
don't use the map. I look at it once and go, oh, that's a pretty picture. I still can't read it, by the way.
I can't read it either.
Ratings?
I don't remember. But
3.5. Oh shit.
2, maybe a 3. I'm leaning towards.
So are you not gonna carry on and read it?
I'm gonna finish it
Okay.
because at the end, the best bit was the end. Where it was like
The start thing.
Yeah.
That's
Like, where are we going
the
now?
sneak peek into the next book was the best bit.
Yeah.
So I'll probably finish it.
Yeah,
When?
but
I don't know.
maybe you can like come back and re-review it after to see
Yeah,
if
yeah.
it's lost
When I
in.
get
Call back.
emotional.
I just didn't fancy anyone. I was like, where's the yearning?
Yeah.
Nothing. I was given crumbs. So therefore I gave it a 2, pushing 2.5.
I don't know why I gave it a 3. I think I gave it a 2.5.
Like, I'm gonna continue, but this was a struggle.
What are you rating?
I did 3.5. I've got high hopes in the next book.
Yeah.
I feel like you're such a generous rater.
I am.
I think I'm generous.
I think I might be a
looking at all
harsh
my
one.
fables.
I can't remember the book. I read things so quickly that
It's just gone.
You know
Did
what?
you finish this?
You know just.
Hey, do you want to open your goodies first?
Oh.
Goodies first?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Ooh.
This is adorable!
I did a great job.
Oh.
Mine. I got it out first. What's on the
Yeah, I'm trying.
Oh, well, would you look
Oh,
at that?
hello, Lana Del Rey affiliation. Gold Rush Ranch. Oh,
Yeah.
it's beach.
You recognize me?
Impaled, horrible.
Oh look, I've been impaled.
Right, don't read it, guys. It's not just about that.
Oh my god, this is
Shut the fuck!
Why would you choose the name Gold?
Don't smash Kait.
What are we talking about?
Evangelia.
Is Victorious the one with that Jade person in it?
Yes.
Her boyfriend.
She's-
Oh, the boyfriend.
Yes.
Evangelia, right.
I never know his name.
Big Mark up to you.
I just realised I never actually finished filming this video after book club, so if you managed to make sense of any of those book club clips, I genuinely applaud you because it is chaos trying to edit it back when all of us are trying to speak over each other. But we're all just so passionate about our books, we cannot help it. I think the overall consensus for the book was that 3 of us are going to continue reading the series, and we all agreed that we were kind of confused because we didn't really know what the plot of the book was yet. But it hopefully will be really good to come back to eventually when we are further in the series. But do let me know if you like this kind of video. I can make it maybe a series coming to book club with us every month, and let me know if you want to see any more reading vlogs. And if you did like it, I would love it if you could subscribe or like this video so I know to make more like this. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video.